Hello my friends and fellow gamers, and welcome back to this Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode playthrough. My name is Blue, and I am here in camp with my companions Lae'zel, Will, and Astarion, and of course leading the party we have Luna, the Druid Tiefling. I'm going to be resting after the adventure that we just had, where we took care of Auntie Ethel as well as the phase spiders in the underground lair through the well from the goblin camp. So hopefully nothing interesting happens here at camp, but I figured I would start the recording while going to bed just in case there were any interesting nighttime activities. It looks like Astarion wants to have a chat.
A line with a fork and 1, 2, 3 dots. Bloody infernal. How was anyone meant to read this garbage?
Well, it is easy for some of us. It's our native tongue.
What are you doing?
Offering to help. I can tell you what it says if you'd like.
I'm perfectly capable. Thank you. This isn't your concern.
Well, you can't read it, and you can't see your back. Let me see. So we've got either persuasion, deception. I should be pretty good at insight, so let me try that one first. Oh, geez, why is the DC so high? Probably not, no. How much inspiration do I have? I'll try one. Even worse. Great. Okay, so I can't figure out what he truly thinks.
His face, but all you can see is sneering fangs. His defenses are up, and you're not getting past them.
I don't need help, and certainly not from you. Now, if you don't mind, piss off.
How rude. Alright, well, I guess we'll leave him alone. That's very disappointing. And let's go to bed. Ooh, dream visitor?
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now.
Of course you do.
I see you've been using the powers the tadpole gives you. Good. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
Well, Halsin did mention that these tadpoles have been modified with magic, so it wasn't a complete loss.
Yes. Halsin is correct. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
What kind of sickness?
The absolute sames are not yet clear to me, but its progress towards domination is clear. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you.
Sorry about that cut. My cats were having a little bit of a disagreement, so I put them on timeout. Anyway, how is it exactly that you protect me?
I have powers of my own. Unique powers. But know that we are alike. Just like you, I was infected with a Mind Flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go.
What's going on over there?
The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Alright, well, with that cryptic, well, not quite cryptic, I mean, she was very explicit in her instructions. But with those instructions in mind, we are going to ignore it and continue to explore. So let's get out of camp. So we're here at the Selunite Outpost in the Underdark. I figured we would explore more of the Underdark first, and then go on to the Githyanki Crash. But before we get started, let's go ahead and do, oh geez, our usual pre-day spell casting. Okay, I need to get away from this wall. It's driving the camera wonky. So everybody gets Longstrider. Luna gets Speak with Animals. Lae'zel will bind her weapon. And that should be it.
Things have stayed interesting.
Alright, so let's go ahead and explore the direction that the Minotaur came from. We see a bunch of skeletons and a bunch of stuff lying on the ground, so Luna is just going to do a quick little look around and pick up anything that she can. So the Staff of the Moon Maiden, some more skeletons, one with a piece of gold on it. Ooh, a journal. She's going to go ahead and first loot the skeleton that is beside the journal, and then take a look at this journal. Feel free to pause if you would like to read what's on the pages. She stuffs that. Oops, I don't think I have to pick it up. Some alchemist fire in a trunk, a couple alchemy ingredients.
That might be worth a look.
Alright. So next, got a short sword, shield, bone cap, some more bones, some more skeletons. Alright. Oh, and we see a crushed body up on this ledge. Let's go ahead and have a little look. And we see some more bodies and some more journals. So let's take a look at this journal. Again, feel free to pause it if you want to read what's on the pages. Grab a hand axe and a spear. And take a look at the skeleton.
The hells was that? We better not get buried down here. Fungal spores. Is a little blood mist too much to ask for?
Some Viridian crystal. Now, I think Lae'zel is the strongest of the bunch, so let's go ahead and have her try and remove Falar Alluve.
The drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil.
And so she is just going to grab the sword and give it a yank. We'll give her guidance. I don't think she needs the elixir. Nope, she's good.
It feels like you're warring with 10 people for the blade. But with another hard yank, the weapon slips free from the stone.
Okay, so Falar Alluve is a pretty good longsword. I will admit I very rarely use it just because I tend to, like, my melee people tend to use two-handed weapons. But I might just go ahead and give it to Astarion just for fun. See if he can make use of any of the melody class actions it can do. Yeah, we'll see if he ends up using it.
Can't give up now.
But as an archer, again, he's not really going to be in melee range. But it's decent, I guess, to give him a good melee weapon in case he gets into a bit of a pickle. Ooh.
Hush. Do you hear it?
They're coming. They're coming.
Let's go ahead and still our mind to this unusual voice. It doesn't sound like the Absolute, and it's not our dream visitor. So what the hell else is in our head?
Control your thoughts. It seems I'm not the only one listening.
They're coming. You're coming.
Alright, with that, we're going to tentatively continue on our way.
Huh?
Oh.
Is that a boulette? Best watch my step, or I'll be lunch.
So Astarion recognizes it as a boulette. Let's go ahead and continue up the side. Being very careful because something is prowling ahead.
Broken bones. Must have
So we're
fallen.
going to get as far forward as we can before initiative starts. So Astarion is going to come up onto this this little mushroom area and start by casting Hunter's Mark. I suppose it doesn't really matter. He's just going to do it on the nearest one. Then he will shoot an arrow. 95% chance to hit. Perfect. And he banes the target. Second shot goes into the same Minotaur for 17 damage. And then finally his Dread Ambusher for 18 damage. A job well done from Astarion for whittling it down pretty much to half health.
It's easy these days.
Luna is going to step forward. And do I want to spike growth? Because I mean, that would impair Lae'zel. So instead, she is going to wild shape into a bear. And just step forward. Oh, not enough movement. So she will just go as far forward as she can and hang out. Will is going to step by this little glowing nightlight. Cast Hex on this same Minotaur. We're going to try and whittle one of them completely down if we can. And shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts into its front. So a total of 15 damage from one blast. The second one sadly missed.
Time to strike.
Lae'zel is going to step forward And since she won't be able to reach them, she is going to instead pull out her bow and send one shot into this first Minotaur. That hits it for 8 damage and sends it reeling. And the second shot is going into that same Minotaur for 12 damage. Great job, Lae'zel. She pulls out her melee weapon and holds her ground. So that first Minotaur comes forward and brutally leaps onto Will and Lae'zel. Second brutal leap goes onto Luna. And it charges forward and misses, I think, everybody. Alright. Astarion scooches higher up onto the mushroom and shoots down onto the Minotaur he had previously Hunter's marked. Ooh, a critical miss. Rare to see from Astarion. And the second shot goes off for 19 damage, and he will just back up a little ways.
Still breathing.
Luna is going to attack that first Minotaur. Nice. Killing it outright. She then turns her attention onto the second Minotaur for 14 damage. Great job to Luna. Will is going to back up just a little bit and will reapply. Oops, sorry, he must have lost his concentration because I think he was knocked prone. So I'm not going to... yeah, well. I'll put another Hex onto the Minotaur and send 2 Eldritch Blasts into its front. Both of which hit for a combined, I don't even know how much damage that was because all the numbers are on top of each other. Lae'zel charges forward and will Booming Blade this Minotaur for 19 damage, and she'll lash out with a second hit. That sadly misses. The Minotaur charges forward in a straight line. And I think I don't think he hit anybody. Interesting. So, why is it Will's turn? No. Astarion is going to reapply his Hunter's Mark onto the Minotaur. And will fire one shot for 11 damage. Fire a second shot for 19 damage, and he will scuttle back up his mushroom. Luna turns around and claws for a critical miss. Second attack for 15 damage, effectively killing it. She will dismiss her wild shape and take a look at these creatures that she and her party just downed. We see some gold. And we see an Amulet of the Unworthy. It gives resistance to slashing but vulnerability to bludgeoning. So in my opinion, not worth it, but we can sell it for a decent chunk of gold. Then she's going to meander down the pathway, collecting more alchemy ingredients that she sees. There we go. And she and her party are going to carry on. We see some more alchemy ingredients up here on this little plateau. Anything in that burlap sack? Nope. But we do see a blue cap. Little mushroom we can use for food. Some more alchemy ingredients. And it looks like some sort of rope netting that leads to an upper area. She sends Astarion forward to scout out for traps. And he finds one.
Someone doesn't like visitors.
He goes to disarm it. Perfect. He slowly creeps forward in case there are any more.
Be careful.
Yes, he finds
There
2
are
more.
traps about.
He disarms the second. Oh dear. Natural 1, a critical failure. I'm not going to waste an inspiration on this. So I'm just going to back him up. And instead, I am going to have him and Lae'zel climb up the side. So sadly unable to use that rope ladder because it got incinerated in the blast. But there's a nice little pathway straight up to the top. And Lae'zel is going to move these boxes so that they don't have to worry about any of that. And that third box right over here. And she'll just take a little look inside of the boxes just in case there's anything good in them, and we see some booze, some crystals, and nothing. All right, we see a couple of chests. This one is locked, so she sends Astarion forward to unlock it.
Hardly a challenge.
Perfect. We see some light crossbows. And there is, oh geez, sorry about the camera. There is a chasm creeper to the back, so he scooches forward and gets that, and then checks the barrels and finds some food, checks the trunks and finds some more thieves' tools, checks the crate, and finds some jewelry. He carries on, taking a look at some crates as he goes.
The Black Network's mark.
Oh, and he notices the sign of the Zhentarim. So if we had taken the elevator down here, it would have led us into this area. From the Zhentarim hideout, that is. So if we had taken that elevator that we saw in the Zhentarim hideout, it would have taken us to this area. Not necessarily this specific spot right here, that's on the other side of this upper platform, but... And he is just going to help himself to everything that he can find. He knows that they're all dead, so they're not going to need any of this stuff. We find another chest over here in the corner that he goes to lockpick. Perfect. The 6 rolls up to a 15. Lots of goodies in this general area. Open up for some thieves' tools. And nothing. Oh, I have a chest that I almost missed, and he sees that it is trapped. He goes to disarm it. Ooh, 15. Easy. Easy peasy. And it's locked. Much easier DC because the trap, I guess, was meant to dissuade any thieves from it. But our resident thief has no issues with it and finds a couple of scrolls. And we see one more locked chest that we are going to lockpick. Perfect. A 3 rolls up to a 12. And we just help ourselves to the rest of the contents in all of these chests and barrels. This is the elevator that would take you back up into the Zhentarim hideout. But we're not interested in that, so he and Lae'zel scuttle off to rejoin the party and show them their full pockets. So a job well done, but first one more crate to loot that has nothing in it, sadly. They rejoin the party and Luna continues them on their merry way. We see a heavy chest off in the distance. Ooh, as well as some buried treasure right beside the heavy chest. Inside we see some goodies. And over in this heavy chest, we find more goodies.
Timisks, known to cause confusion.
This way is a little bit of a dead end. It loops back around on itself to where we fought the Minotaurs. And it looks like Lae'zel passed that, I think it was a nature check, to recognize that these mushrooms are Timisks, will release Timisk spores which cause confusion or befuddlement. So the party needs to be careful about where they go venturing off to. And we see that we get knocked down again by that boulette. Grab some rogue's morsel, and take a look into the skeleton. We have a scroll of color spray, and we'll leave its bone behind. Astarion steps forward and he is going to firebolt these torch stalks, setting off a chain reaction.
Timask and torch stalks. Hell of a combination.
So Luna recognizes them
Blown up by the other.
and says the trap is set, that you wander into the field and get befuddled by the Timask spores, which causes you to wander into the torch stalks and get exploded. But luckily, we can go ahead and just destroy everything right off the bat. Now that it's safe, Luna will take the reins again and grab this swarming toadstool. And she is going to patiently wait for the Timask spores to dissipate before she comes on in and tries to loot this body, who looks like he unfortunately got lulled into that trap. So we see a scroll of shatter, a scroll of Tasha's hideous laughter, and the skeleton that has nothing interesting on it. And now we see that we are coming up upon some sort of weird mushroom creature.
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, she has come. She is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
Let's see. We're not doing that bottom one. We're not going to kill them. The last person that they told about the parasite, Nettie, threatened to kill them. So I think Luna would be a little wary of telling them about the parasite. So instead, she's going to try an insight check to seek understanding and focus on the Sovereign's song. Oh, this should be fairly easy to pass. Perfect. 15 with our bonuses is a 21.
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy.
She will say that I can sense your fear and your sorrow, and I've come to aid you if I can.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
Very well. Let's venture forward and try and find the Sovereign. And as we do, we find a waypoint, so we can easily teleport back here if we wish. Some haste spores. And we come up and we see the Sovereign.
Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker. I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
A violent vision grips you. Dwergar, dark dwarves chopping Myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakewood.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwergar invaders near Lake's Edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
Why did these Dwergar attack you?
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dwergar.
The Dwergar seek a gnome. It is a guest.
You harbor a fugitive gnome? That's very admirable of you.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song.
Sure, I can handle those Dwergar nearby.
An illusion comes over you. A Dwergar choking on a cloud of gleaming dust.
Accept this gift. It will help you exterminate.
The Sovereign gifts you one more vision. A wall of vines parting to reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours. You do the Circle a service. We will await word.
Very well. She's not going to ask what did they do to that corpse, because she is familiar with the Druid Circle, the Spore Druids, who can use sort of necromantic magic to raise little spore creatures. So she assumes it's something similar. And now that the Sovereign has mentioned that they are harboring a gnome, we find this gnome here writhing in pain. Let's have a chat.
Don't.
Well, what's wrong?
Dwergar. Slashed me. Poison.
Let's see. Well, we have an antitoxin, so we're just going to reach into our pocket and grab it and tip it down her throat. That was fast.
Gods. Whatever that is, I needed it. Why are you helping me?
Well, how could I pass by? You were in pain and I had something that could help.
No arguments there. Felt like a hook horror was sorting through my guts. But that cure did the trick. Quick, sharp too. I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh, Carl's garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me.
Well, you're in no condition to help anyone as you are.
Maybe not, but you are. I need you to rescue my kin. We can pay. We're Ironhand Clan, best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake.
What was the expedition that your clan was on?
Just mining for materials. Nothing unusual.
The briefest hesitation, but enough. She's lying.
But our work pays well. Help my clan, and we'll make it worth your while. I swear.
Luna's not going to press her just yet, but she's going to keep that in her back pocket. The Ironhand clan might not entirely be as they seem. So instead, she's going to say, all right, I'll free your people if I can.
Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here. I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Dwergar ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh?
Perfect. So we've got a nice pair of boots that I think Lae'zel might like.
I crave blood.
So currently she's, why do you have the Boots of Striding? Oh right, she and Astarion exchanged boots. Anyway, I'm going to give her the Boots of Speed, which basically gives her the dash action as a bonus action, which I think she will find very useful. Astarion shouldn't need the spider step boots anymore, so I'm going to re-give him back the boots of striding. Perfect.
All right, what now?
Now with that, let's go ahead and... Where are they? Back here. So we see someone who looks rather mercantile, and we're going to have a chat and see if we can trade some stuff.
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi.
I've never seen a hobgoblin. Well, she has seen a hobgoblin. We've seen Dror Ragslin. I wonder if she means she's never seen a scholarly hobgoblin? We'll try it.
The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with the surface races. But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep?
She's still very wary of telling people she's got a mind flayer tadpole in her head. So she is just going to say that she got a little lost down here.
A common phenomenon in the Underdark, I'm afraid. Could I ask what you were searching for to begin with?
Oof. Well, if he's from the Society of Brilliance, that implies that, you know, they're brilliant. Maybe he has some sort of cure? Or some other lead on the infection, so she's going to, very briefly, explain the whole story.
You were infected by an illithid tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omelium!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zerkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside her head, but she hasn't turned.
No ceremorphoses.
Oh, and we see a mind flayer
Impossible,
floating
but
toward us.
intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted?
Geich, your head will make a fine trophy for my queen.
Please hold. I understand your rage against my kin. One of my brethren forced a tadpole into your eye. Or ear, perhaps?
No, my eye.
But I assure you, I stand with the Society of Brilliance, not the colonies of my people.
Oof. Well, the Myconids probably wouldn't appreciate a fight breaking out, so for now, I will listen. But Luna is going to be very on edge, and the moment she sees any sort of aggressive behavior, she is going to immediately start a fight.
Fool! They infest your head and invade your dreams, and still you would parley.
I ask only that you refrain from violence. I respect that your opinion of my kind may be charged. If that settles matters for the time being, would you like a diagnosis? Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
Very well. I will relax and let Omeluum search my mind.
As the Meloam's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size, alive. awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis.
Can you extract it?
No, it appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. And even without the shield, the extraction would involve severe cranial trauma.
Great. Well, that doesn't exactly sound ideal.
It is not ideal. The process would surely kill you. But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination.
So in the end, all that probing was useless.
My apologies. I hoped the experience was not too unpleasant. But I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind.
Bypass? What kind of alchemy are we talking about?
A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh ton of madness and Timusk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timusks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
Lovely. So where do I find these mushrooms?
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mistra as a cleric.
Why would a cleric have a bunch of dangerous mushrooms?
She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
Fine, I'll come back when I find the mushrooms.
May your travels be safe and swift.
Alright, so with that, let's just go ahead and trade
Welcome
stuff with
back.
Blurg.
Have you made any new discoveries?
No, I just want to see your stuff.
I do enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
So first off, let's just sell off all the junk that we've got. I'll keep the Corellan's Grace because we might want the unhampered resistance part of it, where you get a +2 bonus to saving throws as long as you're not wearing armor.
Very
Oh,
well.
shoot, I didn't mean to
I
end
have
the
mushrooms
conversation.
to catalog.
Nope, come back. I'm not done with you.
Welcome back. I do enjoy a good
Blah, blah,
bargain.
blah.
If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
We probably don't need that. Probably don't need that. I'm still gonna keep the Titan string bow. Probably don't need that. What is Lae'zel using as a weapon? I think she's using the Sword of Justice. Still gonna keep the Luminous Armor just in case I go with any sort of Radiating Orb build. Probably won't, but just in case. Yeah, I'll keep that. No, I've got plenty of scrolls of that. Loads of books, some rocks. Alright, the junk has effectively been gotten rid of. Any interesting stuff? Not really. Nah.
Very well. How is your more...
And then one more person to talk to before we end the episode. So not a super exciting episode. I mean, like the role-playing aspect I always think is fun. But not a whole lot of combat in this one.
Fleshwalker.
Oh, I forgot about you.
Tongue talker. Far you've come. Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
Home. So again, I don't think canonically Luna is from Baldur's Gate, but I do like the fact that she is envisioning something nature-made. So I'm going to envision the banks of the river that are green and fertile.
It cringes in response to your sunny vision. It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying Myconid corpses.
Dwargar destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. This circle does not welcome me. But I have heard the song. You mean to cleanse the Dwargar rot. I mean to join you.
Are you sure? It's going to be very dangerous.
I am the danger, and I am the cure. They erased my people. I will erase theirs.
Very well. Come on.
Remain in the Underdark, and I will follow. We cleanse the rot together.
Okay. And then we find one more merchant over here, Dareth.
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
Sorry, I don't think I've seen him.
Right. Never mind.
Do you need help finding him?
Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
Who is he to you then? If you're looking for him but don't actually care if you find him.
My useless husband.
Oh!
Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it.
Well, what does Balin look like?
Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick.
Alright, whatever. Just show me what you've got for sale. You've got the Caustic Band, where the weapon attacks will deal 2 acid damage. I will give that to Lae'zel. I don't need jump. I don't need that. That might be nice, so I'll grab it. So I've got this, but could anybody else use it? Will is not proficient in it, but I could get him the padded armor +2. I think I will. And Lae'zel is, I think, fine with where she's at. Alright, anything else? I could grab some dyes, but no, I think we're good with that. Let's give Will his new outfit.
Of the people.
You look rather dashing. And then he's the only one without an amulet on, so I might give him the healing word and mass healing word. And then regarding that ring, I'm giving that to Lae'zel. So she's got the Broodmothers where her weapon gets coated in poison when she's healed. And now her weapon will also deal some acid damage. So we're just trying to rack up as much damage on her weapon as we can. So anywho, I am going to leave the episode here for today. We've done a lot of RP, we've met a bunch of people, we had one combat session with the Minotaurs. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up on the video and a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. I hope you all have a really great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!